Hey world. I'm coming to you now from my new place. Um, it's new to me. Anyways, I decided to go with a rental home. Um, Simply due to the fact that I personally don't have to uh, pay on a lease term. So I happened to get the rental home for a month-to-month lease, and just pretty much pay one extra month if I need to move out or something. So no 12-month or 6-month lease or anything along those lines. And the pricing for the 3-bedroom brick home is pretty much half the price of what I was going to initially pay in regards to staying at a hotel motel, due to the no contract leasing period of 12 months, 6 months, and whatnot. So tonight is my second night in the rental home, and it's a 3-bedroom. So my offer still stands for those that happen to need a roommate, and if you happen to staying nearby. um, but yeah, still have a lot of stuff that needs to be relocated as far as the old place of staying with mom and whatnot. So I need to take some multiple trips back and forth to move some stuff in. Um, as far as cleaning the place, that's going to be ongoing, everyday kind of thing, probably for a few weeks since it's just me. But yeah, finally vacuumed the living room and spent an hour or two cleaning the bathroom, going through and getting a shower and coming out, and feels nice, feels good. So yeah, but I guess in this session, I guess I just wanted to go through and tell you guys a bit more on pretty much a new chapter in life for me. Granted, nothing drastically goes wrong and terrible in the universe. Things look like they're progressing on a steady path for the better. So it seems. But before I get into the heart and meat of things, the disclaimer out of the way of no suing or any legal actions permitted for viewing the contents of my video, whether at your discretion or not, consensually or not. Pretty much the thoughts and opinions herein are my own, and not necessarily those of anyone who I might be affiliated with, such as employers and such. So, on that, let's get started with the meat of this session. But yeah, as I mentioned, this was pretty much going to be me telling you about pretty much the new chapter in life. And with new chapters, there's old chapters that's closing. Whether or not that's good or bad, that's up in the air. But I've also changed the settings on the camcorder to the lowest that it'll be, since it automatically breaks up the video into 2 gig files. And according to the last YouTube videos, it was pretty much around 38 minutes. So on the prior setting, I guess if I can continue to make it on that, it'll probably be 36 minutes. But for this one, I'm going to see how long this one goes through, if I even happen to get to that threshold. But we'll see. And depending on how the quality is as well. But as most of you should know, at least my regular viewers and subscribers, that pretty much I'm going into my second month as a storage systems engineer, and I have to tell you, I love every minute and every second of it. Of pretty much doing what I love in the engineering field for storage and technology. So, because of my thirst to learn, getting up to speed on things, learning a lot, doing the so-called bitch work, I have no complaints because even bitch work, is a learning experience, and I'm a lifetime scholar, and as such, the enthusiasm is there and much more potent when you really enjoy doing what you love, and you love what you're doing. So I pretty much definitely love that fact. Even though I'm still on my 90-day introductory probation period, as they call it, the introductory period. Once I get past my 2 more months, again, if nothing in the universe disastrously go wrong, should be set for quite some time. And that's with getting the first pay on a monthly pay basis. It's really rough, but it's good because you get one lump sum. But even with taxes taken out, it's horrendous. But the deposit for the rental home, getting utilities and such, and fucking A, the damn utilities deposit was like $400. It's like, well, 200 today, and the other half will be split in the next 2-3 bills. Ludicrous. But that's needless to say. During that first month, as well, I also pretty much, I won't say traded in, but I left my old vehicle at my mama's place, and I went and bought a 2011 Mazda 3 iSport. And I have to tell you, she's absolutely beautiful. I love her, I call her Nadia. But, the 2011 models and 10, they changed the grill so that it looks like it's smiling at you. So pretty much every morning, she smiles at me and she greets me. When I turn the car on, when I turn her on, she tells me hello. When I cut her off, she's tells me goodbye. As far as the words and the language to describe her, she pretty much keeps me warm on those cold winter days and nights, and keeps me cool on those hot, sticky summer, spring evenings. So, shelter me from the weather until she runs out of gas, But definitely, I want to stay inside my Mazda 3 and, all day and all night, take her for a drive, go to out of state, out of town trips to break her in and zoom, So I love my Mazda 3. It's, I don't know. So that's one of the things that's been going on in my life, at least for the past month. And, aside from moving out, but yeah, that's pretty much half of the battle right there. As I mentioned, with the start of a new chapter in life, it's also pretty much the closing some prior chapters as well. And when I say that, in one or two of my previous vids from Wisconsin, describing my move back down here, was pretty much a father figure, a significant other, someone that was very near and dear and close to my heart. I can tell you the progression or the digression of things of at least from that point when I moved back in March of 2010. He was still, and I'll tell you that it was because of his help and support that I was basically able to relocate back home um, safely. Because seriously, if it wasn't for him, I think I would have been absolutely stranded. Possibly maybe even up on the streets in Wisconsin. Because at the time of not having a job, going through unemployment, and getting evicted from the apartments and no place to stay, and still looking for a job and everything, those were some dark times. um, to give you a timeline of things, when I came back down basically in March, he was still able to walk and get around. I won't say in the best of shape. He was still very weak, but still able to get around. Then going on a few months, 2, 3 months later, um, I think he was going through his cancer treatment again, or trying to finish up his cancer treatment. And I guess during that period, the chemo or the radiation treatment that he was going through, I honestly don't know if the cure or the treatment is worse than the actual ailment, but it really took its toll on him. And after he was done with that session, it took about a month or two, but it looked like he was getting better. And then a few months after that, being off the treatment, it seems like he was getting worse because the cancer and the symptoms and whatnot were starting to come back. So he went in for treatment again, but this time, when I saw him, it was absolutely much worse, and to the point where I don't think he could get around on his own anymore, and almost bedridden. Um, and I can say that probably within the past 1, 2 months, I got a chance to see him twice. The first out of the two, I almost thought that it would be the last time that I would see him, because when I did see him at that time, he was pretty much skin and bones, and whatever radiation or treatment that he was on, doctors pretty much told him that they pretty much had to postpone that, because his body was pretty much too weak. And seeing him in that state really hurt me. It's very agonizing and painful. I'm pretty sure those out there that have any relatives or dear loved ones that's pretty much going through or surviving or enduring cancer or some form of it, you know, it really takes its toll, in the sense of the duality of, you want to be there by their side as much as possible, but at the same time, being there by their side, it really is so painful, because you see them digressing, you see them literally dying before your very eyes. And it's one of those things. Of course, it it matters, and it means a lot to me to be able to be by his side during that time. So I got a chance to catch up with him just a bit. And then following a few weeks later, um, I received a phone call that he left on my voicemail. And so I stopped by again, and that one, I can tell you that it just felt so morbid in terms of I really don't know if it's a matter of he felt he knew that that was pretty much going to be his last moments of coherently still being able to see or speak with anyone, and I have to tell you, it really felt like that was a see him before he goes kind of deal, because that was almost like his personal request to see me, since he hasn't seen me in a while and he missed me. And of course, I always think about him and miss him dearly, because, as I've told most of my viewers, he's pretty much basically a father figure. Hell, he is my father, for these past 16 to 18 years. And I can say that without a doubt, without his support in every sense of the word, emotionally, as a role model, support figure, financially, just his support. Um, if it really wasn't for him all these years, I can really tell you that I wouldn't be where I am today, and pretty much the person that I am as far as who I've become, and still growing. But at the same time, it really also feels like he's also been holding out to see me progress this far, to pretty much finally to say that the gears and clockwork and everything is all in motion to finally start progressing for my new stage in life, with what I hope to believe will be a solid footing for my career, going through. But getting back on my feet and everything, and like I said, the timing of everything with that, just to be off track just a bit there, um, you know, seeing him again that second time, it's like his jaw, skin, everything sunken in. Uh, he literally was like just skin and bones, um, really just bedridden. But I was still grateful that again he was able to coherently understand me, and I was able to understand him, even though he really couldn't speak because everything he said was a whisper. But you know, again, it's really heartbreaking for me to see that, and I really don't have any words of gratitude to fully express my appreciation and how much I'm indebted to him, um, because he has been a truly significant and integral part of establishing and building me to who I am by always being that pillar of support, but not basically encroaching that over me so that I can't go and do what I need, explore. He gave me the freedom and the support that if I needed to fall back on him, he was always there for me. So, on that note, as much as I hate to be forecasting any kind of fortunes or anything, he seriously looked so weak at that point in time, the last time that I saw him, that I really do felt that it was like a last dying wish to see me and whoever else that he needed to see, um, one last time, because I really don't feel like he'll be making it through this year. of 2011. And, even though it's already into the new year, I honestly don't foresee it making it through many more months, if a few more months. But like I said, I honestly don't see him making it through the end of this year. And like I said, it really pains me and hurts me that that's the somber truth of things. But with as I mentioned, it being a new chapter in life, that as a new chapter opens, old one closes. So, this goes out to him, and my thoughts and prayers are always with him. And for all these years, I've always constantly hoped, wished, yearned for him to be alive as long as possible, to pretty much really see me be able to be successful and make it, and be able to get out there on my own and be a man of integrity and everything else on that end. So, I'm really grateful for that. And, he is always going to be my dad. And, there's not going to be a day that I don't thank him, appreciate him, not think about him, or not have him um, in my mind. So, but I really do feel that that's probably the last time that I probably will see him, because with going back again, I don't know the how deteriorating things will be, and with my own issue with the family, his family as well. It's just one of those complicated matters. So with that, it is what it is, and I paid my respects, and it's all I can say is that whenever his time will be, I'll definitely miss him lots. But that's to just put into perspective of the old chapter in life closing, and with the new chapter of pretty much a new car, new job, a job in my career that I prefer, pretty much my own personal growth of realizing and taking a stand on what I will do, what I won't do as far as my profession, pretty much hardening my soul, my personality, to pretty much cut out the bullshit in life. Um, with that, pretty much renting a home for right now, and probably within the next 6 months to a year, probably 2 years at latest, go ahead and, well, I already planned things out, but go ahead and put more solid concrete work plans and processes in motion to go ahead and funding and building my bamboo home. So as soon as I get that done out of the way, as I mentioned, plan on paying that off, preferably in 5 years, 10 absolute max. But then again, the home doesn't plan on being more than 45 to 100 K anyways, and it's going to be built in modular chunks, so pretty much from a storage concept, pay as you grow. So build on each section as you need it, and with that being the case, with it being modular as well, should the day comes that need to relocate somewhere, you know what, uproot and take my home with me. So that's the plan. And pretty much being able to buy land and just grow bamboo like crazy and letting it spread and clumping and just have my own jungle, my own forest, my own uh, zen, you know. So that's the plan on that. But yeah, hopefully within the next 6 months to a year, well, within the next 6 months, I'm planning on going to my credit union to see if I can get a loan for the car, because right now I'm financed through the dealership, and with their percentage, um, I want to be able to try to go ahead and endure a few months with the payments there as I try to build off and pay off some other debts, get my credit and stuff back up to par so that I can go for a lower rate. And you know, as far as official banks and stuff, pretty much I'm closing all of my accounts and been just opening up credit union accounts. And pretty much, because I'm at that stage where I pretty much need my money and my finances to do more. Um, and for me right now, banking institutions aren't really, their portfolio isn't right for my needs at this point and at this stage in life. So, you know, so that's already 26 minutes just on that, you know. Trying to see if there was any more updates as far as what needs to be done, you know. I wanted to cram in and mesh some other things, but I really felt that I wanted to leave those for their own segments and topics, especially in the Dark Truth series. And, you know, it kind of plays a bit on the prior of the Sagittarian male and the significant others. But the Dark Truth is going to be more on the expectations and searching of the significant other. But at this point in time, to say bluntly, with, you know, new chapter in life, new vehicle, new place to stay, getting settled and adjusted, you know, really what's missing, you know. Truth be told, the wife's missing. Wife, kids, significant other. But, you know, it is what it is for that. But there's just a lot of stuff that needs to be done, planned. Well, a lot of things have already been planned, but the gear to get everything in motion has always been money, finances, and time. But hopefully there'll be some time in with trying to pay off some things, even though incurring the monthly rent and the new vehicle along with taxes and, well, pretty much the insurance and the car payment. It's a minor setback, but like I said, hope to get that car paid off in 2-3 years, so that by the time that when I can afford a home, or I don't have a home yet, I will at least be living in my car. So, you know, I guess I'll keep this one shorter towards the 30-minute span, and I happen to have fiber optics as far as the speed for my internet, and you know, I have to tell you, it's 20 megabits down and 20 megabits up synchronous. So being a storage guy and having a lot of data, I pretty much back up my data online and my own home infrastructure of it backed up to several tiers of storage, um, and everything. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and see how long it takes to upload this video up to YouTube, because the other one that was probably a few gigs or several hundred took you know, literally 3-4 hours, and that was basically on a 1 megabit upload, if anything, or even slower. So if the 20 megabits, I'm gonna see how fast that really goes, because with the offsiting of several gigs of data from over the years, you know, data for anyone. It's the most important thing. So, it's very important. But with that, I should have more bandwidth to stream and upload and do my personal business, whatever it needs to be done. And so I definitely love it, and it's really the place to move to where I did, because most places, cable companies, phone companies, they pretty much say we'll give you 3, 5, 10 meg download, or 50 for like basically 60, 70, 100 or more. And the DSL phone companies, they want to give you like 1, 2, even 3, but they're charging like hundreds, even thousands for that steady upload stream. So as far as this being readily available to consumers in this area, absolutely love it. So hopefully I should be able to be making more steady videos and keep you guys and gals updated on things. But yeah, I still haven't forgotten the other videos that are basically on the back burner, and they're waiting for all of my equipment to be set up again, and everything before I continue on those. And that's true for the woes of short guy tall girl series, the Hawaii pics, and videos, and like I said, the Dark Truth series, the um, it all entails the dark truths, but at the same time, it goes into so much more, and I haven't really figured out the title with the concepts to break those down yet. But you know, on that note, I guess I'll see you guys and gals later. But before I head out, I just wanted to add this particular note that as far as insight, I haven't checked it recently as far as the past few days, but probably a few weeks ago when I first started making YouTube videos, pretty much 95% of my audience were mainly women. And then at an interval point, I went through and I checked it, and it broke down into almost a 50-50. And then the prior time I checked, there was like 65% males and 40-some% female. I haven't really checked again, so it really started to balance out, and I was really surprised because, honestly, I figure mainly it's the women, the gals, and the chicks that mainly check out the videos, and who aren't, as far as guys, who really cares to listen to another guy pretty much ramble on about life, mystery, and the universe and everything in between. But I guess I'll do a quick checkup date on that and keep you guys posted next time. But probably the next series of videos will probably be after hopefully I can get a bit more settled into the house here and whatnot, of doing a bit of minor home improvements, some cleanups, some setting up and whatnot. But like I said, if you're in the area, need a place to stay, want to come hang out, or just want to be roommates or something, get in touch, and like I said, work on my terms as far as rent and stuff, and we'll probably make it work and it'll be good. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye.